Better work. Okay, the sound is on. No microphone. It's fucking great. Yeah, but my microphone ain't plugged in, so I gave up on it. I had all this. I went through all the directions. I did everything it said to do. It said that it was defaulted for input. I know. It's because it's through my camera. It's not the microphone. It says it said it was defaulted for input. The microphone was. Everything said, oh, your microphone's working. Everything's working. And it wasn't working. I took off the USB, and when I did that, then my camera wouldn't work anymore. So I don't even know if I can use this thing because it said it was working, but it wasn't. So there's that. What, Daddy? What are you crying for? So after being completely frustrated, it's going to be like, I'm not going to wait that long to get started. I'm absolutely tired. I'm absolutely frustrated. And I just want to get the reading out, which hopefully I have enough charge on my phone because it's now at 13%. What do you want? Yeah, don't rub on that. I'm mad at that right now. So, I know, buddy. You just can't walk in front of me, okay? No, not you too. All right. So make sure you guys hit the like button when you come in. That does help the algorithm and help everything. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. So the ways you... Yeah, hi, Tanya. I was on and then I had to get off because the mic wasn't working, and I still can't get it to work even though I did everything and it says everything's working. It keeps saying your device is working fine and it's not, so I don't know. But anyways, so I'm going to just get it right into it. I'm not going to wait that long. People can rewatch because it's getting late and my dogs are going to need to go out and everything. And I was like, I have to do this because it takes like 20 minutes to set everything up. I wasn't going to. Anyways, all the ways you can support me are down below. So the podcast, we'll get a new one recorded one day. That's free. You can add it on Spotify or wherever you add your podcast under the Psychic Sleuth podcast. I think the old one you can still find on iHeart, but I also put it on the wall sometimes. But I think if you Google it, it should pop up. If you were interested in listening to the old podcast. And Beverly Warzay, if you Google that and Google episode 2, I was the medium they were talking about in that. So those are just some other things and other ways you can catch me from my previous work and my previous stuff. So please follow me on TikTok if you have a TikTok and you haven't followed me already. I'm also on Instagram under the Psychic Sleuth. Let's see. Let me see. I forgot to add this. Usually Shazam reminds me, but my book is down below, R&R Love, a Twin Flame Story. You can find it on Amazon. Everybody seems to like it, so that's there as well. I do give private readings. The way to get a hold of me is through Facebook, Instagram, or thepsychicsleuth@gmail.com. Let's see. Patreon is $1 per month. You can see extra things on there. I'm going to be recording something there as soon as possible within the next, hopefully, few days. Membership, if you're interested in becoming a member, that's available as well. Donations and super chat and super stickers are greatly appreciated. Not necessary, but it does help me to continue to help others. So if you have a case request, you can email me. Make sure you go follow Vanished and Forgotten. We're going to be collabing with some stuff. We have some exciting stuff coming up. So make sure if you're not subscribed, you're subscribed. Like and share certain ones that you think will be helpful. Because we're going to figure out how to bring people on here, and I'm going to be doing a reading on a case, and the family member is going to be on. So we have a lot of exciting stuff that's hopefully going to be coming up in the near future. Also have merchandise. So everything is down below in the See More section. So if you guys don't know how I work, I actually did this prior because I was really struggling with it. Let me just explain how I work, and then I'll explain a dream I had and stuff about this, and then we'll get to it. So information can be past, present, or future. It can be symbolic or have multiple meanings. Spirit will sometimes use my experiences and or references. They will sometimes reference movies, shows I've watched, things I've experienced, stuff like that, to try to explain to me a situation, especially if I'm questioning it. So they do that. You may validate below, although it's not really a live reading because I already did the reading. I'm just going to tell you what I got. I'm going to read it off the chat that we did it in. Dude, your butt's in my face. Really? But please don't give me any extra information. More stuff may come through as I'm reading it. It may not, because I'm pretty tired and pretty irritated right now. So, this is for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised, because this wasn't too bad, but still, it might be for some people. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty. This is in no way facts, only psychic medium impressions. So I did a reading I tried to do a reading on her the other night. I was having all kinds of technical difficulties, and I don't know if it was that or that I was just questioning what I was getting. I was getting bits and pieces. I really wasn't getting much, honestly. It felt like an accident because of what I was seeing, and now I kind of know why. Well, she showed me the same vision again, but it's not why I thought it was. So the other reading, it didn't really give much. It didn't really give much of anything. I was really struggling with it, and I think sometimes I get a little distracted. So I think I struggle a little bit when I do live readings with certain cases, depending on the spirit, and depending on just certain things. So I decided, if I'm struggling like that, I decided to try to do a more focused read, see if I can get better information, which I am going to be doing with Dylan just for the heck of it, see if I can get better location, and maybe even some other cases. It's just, if I mix it up, I can make sure that I'm getting as much information as I possibly can, because I do channel best as I'm typing, and lately my private readings have been very specific. Very, very specific. Things happened today that has never happened before in my private readings, and I'm just like, wow. So, and that comes in when I'm typing, just because I'm more focused. My mind isn't everywhere else, and I'm not sitting here questioning things as I'm talking to you guys, which I do sometimes. So, I'm still going to be doing my readings this way, as needed. So I did have a dream. What was this? 2 nights ago, Shazam, where I had a dream. Or it wasn't even in the night. It was in the morning. So it was the weirdest dream I've ever freaking had. But I think it was very telling because it ended up matching my reading. So basically, I'll just tell you what I remember about the dream. And I think what I remember most was the most significant. So basically, I was having a dream that I was in a different, sorry about that, jumping off table. I was in a different house, and I was living there or something. My son was visiting, and it was weird because his his dad and stepmom were also there, which was really weird. The dogs were there, everything. It was like really different. Like the backyard was different, stuff like that. Like there's a bunch of people in this house. Don't ask me why. So in the dream, I had a random thought about Chrissy and wondering if she had been carjacked. It was like a vision that came in my dream. Like I'm living in the dream and then I had a vision because I guess I'm psychic in my dream still. So I had that vision and I was like asking, I was like, don't you think, I asked Eli, it was weird. I was like, maybe that's what happened, you know? So then it was weird because you guys know the actor off of Supernatural that plays Castiel. So he walks in. What the heck he's doing in my house? I don't know. And he's like, well, I haven't heard from her. I don't know what to say, blah, blah, blah. Well, I found out that actually he looks like the younger one's dad, which is really odd to me. I have not seen a picture, but that's what I've been told after I told him my dream. And I actually posted this dream just in case anything came of it before I got on here to do anything. So then this was shortly before I woke up. I all of a sudden was getting flashes of the news, and I heard the news lady. It was like I was listening to like legit news and watching legit news. That's how real it was. Like, you know how news people talk? I could hear the voice talk just like that. And it said that Chrissy had been found in the woods, and she had been shot, and it was like they found the body of a young woman, Chrissy, blah, blah, blah. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope the reading is wrong. I hope that she's alive somewhere. I don't feel so because the reading was pretty vivid at some points when I did do this today, but it matches my dream. So it's really weird, but I did have that dream and then I woke up, but the news thing was really real. And the last time that really happened to me was with Gannon. I don't know if you guys remember, but I had a dream about cops looking like in the water underneath a bridge. It was really rocky, but they were like wading through it. Well, that's basically where he was found. So, and I think he was found like a week or so after I had that dream. So just kind of weird. So I just wanted to say that because what I got in the reading, I've been questioning it, because it's like seems so out of the realm of possibilities. And it wasn't what I was expecting at all. Like when I did the reading, I thought I was going to go ahead and see an accident because that's what I was kind of getting, but it wasn't clear. Like nothing about the last reading I did was clear. It's the most crappy reading I've ever done. And I don't know why I was having such a hard time, but I was. So then I was like, you know what, screw this. I'm going to go and channel it the way that I'm comfortable and see if I can pull anything else through, which I did. So let me pull it up. I'm just going to read it out of the chat kind of because I didn't have time to type it up. I wanted to get on here. So I'm just scrolling back. So it's not a hugely long reading, but I think it's pretty vivid and I think it gave us a location. Hold on, I'm just trying to see where we started because lightning was going on while I was doing this. So I see her dressed in a darker color. I want to say it's black or dark gray, and she's got a skirt on and like a blouse with the dress jacket. I can hear her heels clanking on the floor as she runs through the house. She pushes her hair behind her ears, so I think it might have been halfway up or up, and she's got like the wisp, kind of like I do. I don't know if her mom lives with her. I hear her say bye to someone, and I swear it was like, bye, Mom. I think it could be Mom. Then she grabs her keys off the counter, and that's what she shows me. And her purse off a chair or somewhere it was hanging. I see her leave a phone on the table somewhere, and she doesn't realize. And at that point, I got anxiety. So I see her literally running out of the house, and I hear her saying, like, I can't be late. I can't be late. And she's rushing. I don't even know. I even see her holding, I think, a piece of paper in her mouth because her hands are full. She gets to the car. It's dark. It's a dark crossover, which just came in the last one. You guys stop. Sorry about that. I saw her close the door, put the keys in the ignition. She kind of fumbles them. I see her look behind her and back out of the drive. She goes down the road, takes a right, I believe. I believe it's a right unless it's mirrored. I think she goes after that. It's like I see her go straight instead of turning. Like, I think normally she would turn, but this instance she went straight. Neo, stop. Sorry. So instead of turning where she normally turns, I think she went straight. And then it's weird, like the car goes over like a large bump. Like, you know, whenever you go over a big bump and you kind of go like that, like that's what I got. And she keeps going straight. There's a reference to not kind of a great part of town. So I don't know if she was new to town or she didn't know about this or she's just going to take like a different way. But I don't feel that the area that she's passing through is a great area. Okay. So it's like a shortcut or something, or she thinks it's going to be faster, like going through instead of going around. So at this point, I kind of felt like it was aligning with my dream, which was freaking me out a little bit because I didn't want it to. So this feels like a different way to work. I think she thought it would be shorter. She's worried about traffic. So like around, like I said, instead of going around, she went through and straight. So I don't know if it's possible going straight through more of like a hood area that way, but that comes across. Now I hear the word Kirkland. I don't know what that means because again, it may fit here. It may fit somewhere else. I forgot to mention about the interconnects, that I do get interconnects. So you get things that might not. So not everything is going to fit this reading. It may fit other readings in the future or in the past. But now I'm trying to understand what she's showing me at this point because it got kind of confusing because I see the car like in some trees at the same time. And at the same time, my mind is thinking like this can't really happen because what she's about to show me or what she's showing me at this point, I'm like, what? So she's showing two things at that point, but it didn't really make sense. So one thing is I see a car in some trees, and it's kind of like this. And I kept getting a reference to embankment. So that's the same thing I kept seeing the other night. Not really sure if that's where her car is or not, but I kept seeing two ghetto males approach her car at a light because I kept seeing a red light or she was stopped some way. And she was reminding me of a show I saw on Psychic Detectives because I started questioning her. And she's like, no, it went down like this. And this is why I mentioned that they talk about shows that I have seen. And I hope that all this is wrong, but this is what I got. So in the Psychic Detective show, two guys ran up to a car with a woman in it. They grabbed her out, or they pushed her to the side. They got in the car. They drove it, from what I remember. They drove it somewhere. Unfortunately, there was SA involved. They killed her, and they left her there, and they did something else with the car. Actually, a psychic found that lady, and that psychic was arrested because they thought she was involved. And so she kept showing me this kind of scenario. So basically in that episode, the woman was carjacked by two crazy men that I think had gang ties or something like that. So that's what she's referencing at this point. And the reason why they're referencing that is because I kept questioning her, like, really? Like, are you serious? Because that's just really random. Like, I wasn't expecting to pick that up. And the lady was also at a red light or something like that. She says, I don't know, because where she is at, she shouldn't have gone. She shouldn't have gone that way. And I think she realized that at one point. What's weird is why she doesn't take off. Like, I don't understand. But the other lady didn't have a chance to take off either. So I don't know if they had a gun to her face or whatever, because I think her doors automatically lock. But I do hear glass break for some reason. And I keep seeing two men. So you can't get a great look at them. One looks to be African-American and then some kind of gang ties or something. But it's super odd. But then I see her car, like I said, is in the woods somewhere, which I don't know why they didn't keep it, or maybe the heat got too much, or maybe they crashed it. I don't really know. They could have crashed it, I guess, because it's like I still see it kind of down an embankment, like in the trees, and that's something that did keep coming through the other night that aligns with this. And there are bits and pieces. It's all in how I perceive the information, so hopefully I'm understanding everything correctly, but I think maybe I was misunderstanding her the other night. But I feel like it's been pushed into some trees or crashed into some trees down some kind of embankment. Like that keeps coming in where it's like down this way. But also on the other case, like I saw in the case that I saw in Psychic Detectives, a little away from where the carjacking happened. So actually the body was in a more secluded place, kind of outside of town. But I saw SA and I kept hearing 2 gunshots. Now that's not, I think the girl, I don't remember what happened to the girl in the other the show. I don't remember. And I got anxiety at that point. So I kept picking up this wooded area. So I got to figure out where it is. In my dream, it wasn't far from the house, but that was just, in my dream, it's hard to gauge. So I hear the word, and again, I don't know if this fits the men. It could be first, middle, last name. It could be connections, or this name could fit something in the area, a different case. But the word Humberto, and I feel they're around there, like in their 20s roundabout. They're not very old. They don't come across very old. They're somewhere around 20, 25, something like that. But they're basically convicts, thugs, like they have records. So she kept flashing another case because I kept questioning it. I was like, no, this doesn't make any sense. But things like this happen all the time. So I guess I got to trust it. I've got to trust what she was giving me. I also think in that one, like I said, it was 2 men, but thugs. So this is thugs. This is what she calls them, is thugs. But the thing with the car is I keep seeing it like pointed down off a large embankment. Same vision that I got on the live reading. So I keep getting a creek bed. There's lots of rocks, and the creek bed looks to be dry or almost dry. It's on the drier side. I can hear cars, and I feel like the highway isn't far, or the road. I want to say the highway because I hear cars like you would on a highway, and then you see the railing, like a bridge. Well, I'll get to that in a minute. But I'm not sure that she's by the car now. Before, I thought she was because of the way the car was facing. And I heard the word Salinas. So again, it can be first, middle, last. It can fit roads, whatever. And I also hear the word Oakley, which that's been a pool. I've seen it when I was looking for her the first time. And then I saw it in Dylan. And I just said that today, that word has been a pool, but I'm not really sure why. But also there's a reference to the color yellow. So I think she was showing me a hospital for some reason. Now, remember, when they mention things, it can be things that are on the way or in the vicinity. It doesn't have to be right where they're at. But I've seen like a plus, for like a hospital. And yet the wooded area is super secluded. So she's in woods very close to almost dry or dry creek bed. And I kept getting rocks that would be there, I kept getting like rocky creek bed kind of thing. And I kept wanting to say school for some odd reason. Not sure why, but I also hear the word hood. Somewhere close to the hood, or a place that's like the hood. So there may be some glass on the street or something in an area like that, because I'm seeing that now, like just glass spread out. So I don't know if they broke her window, but that's kind of weird. I'm seeing that. It's like raining super hard right now. So I also think there's a park, because I kept getting reference to tennis courts that aren't very far off. It's like you walk through the tennis courts and you go into the woods like deeper, and that's where she's at. The tennis courts are very important for some reason. I kept seeing them. So this is you're gonna be looking for a park or an area with tennis courts that have woods by them, because that seemed like it was like I passed the tennis courts and then I'm there. But then there's a creek here, and then there's a creek here, and then it's like, well, I'll get to the rest because I explain it. I heard the word Washington, and there's larger boulders in the creek bed. So I get a reference to A. I'm not really sure why. And again, the tennis courts keep coming in, and there's a reference to a pool. No idea why, but coming in. So again, I think her car is down some kind of embankment or hidden in some trees, because I kept seeing it like pointed down. But a steeper one, which I couldn't seem to find one from, I couldn't seem to find what I was looking for when it came to the embankment, like what I was seeing. It says it on we're talking about Chrissy Powell. It says it on the title. So it's weird. If I look above the creek bed, I can see a freeway going over it it's almost like a bridge freeway, and it has the the railings on the side. She said, I never should have taken it. I never should have taken that way. And then the info just stopped. I kept getting a reference to the color red. Don't know why. And I heard the word chopper. So I don't know if the nickname if it's a nickname for one of these guys, or it's a helicopter, because you call a helicopter chopper. But I heard that word. She says random act of violence, which is so weird. Because like logically I can't make sense of it, and I'm really questioning it. But I guess this stuff does happen. So, but she had a nice car, and she's a beautiful woman, and she's alone in a bad part of town. And I don't think she meant to be in a bad part of town. I don't think she really thought about it. I think she was in such a hurry that I don't know. So I wasn't getting much else at that time, but I think like my dream about the news thing is right. Because it was so vivid that it can be a motorcycle. Yeah. So I don't know. There might be a nickname for one of these guys. I'm not really sure. And I also keep getting reference to 3 miles. But at the same time in the show, the lady was further out. So I kept second guessing, but the only other time, like I said, my dreams are usually right when they're like this. The one with Gannon was right. I swear to God that the one with Waverly is right. I just can't get anybody to look at that one. And I can't remember if there was anything else. There was a thunder. We have a thunderstorm right now. So that's basically all I got. It was weird because it was like once I got that information, the info stopped. Not really sure why. So the glass, glass at the stoplight. Like I'm seeing like glass shattered on the ground. Glass shattered on the ground around her, where her window would be, like if she's at the stoplight, which most people probably don't think about it because a lot of times there's glass on the ground, But it's like instead of turning the normal way she would go to her job, she tried to take a shortcut. And I don't know if she'd ever been this. Maybe, I think this is a new way. Like, I don't know, maybe she saw, well, I can take this way and this way it'll be faster. I mean, when it's situations like this, when it's usually not the boyfriend or an accident, I start second guessing stuff because I'm like, well, that's just like crazy. But crazy stuff like this happens all the time. So, right. And it was weird because, okay, in the Psychic Detectives episode, I wish I could think of the name of that, but I think if you look it up where the psychic went to jail, it's either Psychic Detectives or Psychic Investigators. It's one of those ones. Because she literally went up into the mountains and found the body. She knew she was up there, and she kept trying to get people to look, and they went up and looked, and they couldn't find her. So she took her kids. I don't know why she took her kids. They're older, and they found her off the road. It was kind of wooded, I guess, but It was more like the mountains, which is not really mountains here, but yeah, they basically found her and she got arrested and was in jail for 3 days, and she ended up suing the police department. And what happened was the girl was at a stoplight and she got carjacked by these two guys just randomly. They randomly took her and SA and killed her and like took her money and stuff. So that was, I think, 2 black guys, if I remember right, like 2 African American guys. It was weird because I was getting an African American guy, but then I kept hearing like Spanish or something. So I don't know why they would be hanging out really together, but and yeah, I would still go by that there's stars because that came in last time, or that weird star with like a circle around it. I don't really know. What was that area you were talking about, Shazam? Like, I know it wasn't a super long reading, but I think she gave a lot on location. The tennis courts are important. It's like, I feel like if I walk, it's like, I feel like if I walk through tennis courts, I don't know if it's a park or what, but if I walk through tennis courts, this side is going to be the creek. There's going to be a bridge that goes over. It's a very heavily wooded area. And that's where she's, there's something about her being up against a tree or by a tree or something like that. That's what I kept seeing. I hope I'm wrong. I hope she's alive and went off somewhere. But the fact that she hasn't used any money or made any phone calls or anything like that. And this, if she is alive, it jumps to another case. That's what usually happens to me. So, I know that's, but this is, it's Oakley, not Oakland. And my phone, I might have to go get my charger. I don't know. It's an 11%. So I tried to do the streaming thing. What was it? Streamline or stream something. And it won't let me use my camera. Or it wouldn't. So I have to figure out that too. Because if I can't use my camera, I can't use that StreamYard. I can't use it. What was the address again? Oh, I got red last night. Again, I got red the night I did this live, huh? And then we realized it was Red Road. See, I forgot about that even when I did this. So that's probably why I'm getting red again. It's because that's what her address is. What was the address again? I'm randomly seeing peaches, and I don't know why. That's super weird. Okay. Well, I need to... Hold on. San Antonio. The thing is, I wouldn't want to think she was like in a very, I don't know. What I need to find out is where the ghetto, like if there was an area she would have drove by that was bad, because I don't know anything about San Antonio. So that's what I'm wanting to know. Because I don't know anything about. Can you? No, baby. Not right now, baby. Not right now, baby. I know, Nene. No, Neo. I don't see. Okay, I don't see. No, this isn't like what I saw. I'm gonna look at the other one. Martin Luther King Park. Because this is not. How can we find out where the... So weird. I keep seeing the same words in hers and Dylan's. Like Leon and fucking Alamo. How can we find out where the... Like the tennis courts are important. How can we find out where the tennis courts are? Right. Okay, this is weird. I just need to find like a hospital or something, unless she was saying she passed by it or something. Because this one is behind a school. This is behind 2 schools. And when I think of Washington, I think of government, I guess. But there's a government canyon. That's huge. Yeah. See, there's a bunch of schools in this one area. And like I want to... On which one? On the... I know I got off on something else. On a different area. Oh, okay, what's the name of that again? Martin Luther King Park. Okay. Let me look at this. How... There is a creek that runs through there. There is a freeway. I swore when I got Washington it was going to hit here somewhere. Okay, so there is a school. There is... That's a soccer field, not tennis courts, I think. Do they have tennis courts here? I mean, I'm pretty sure what I'm seeing is tennis courts. Bundy Street. Why would anybody name that? And if she was near that street, why wouldn't Spirit give me that? So... football. I don't see tennis courts here. Well, wait, hold on. Yeah, there's some. Wait, is that a basketball? Those are basketball courts. Crap. I'm pretty sure it's a tennis court. Yeah, from what I was seeing. Yeah, Oakley's been a pool the last couple of days. I just don't know if it's for here or Dylan or a different case. Sometimes I get pulled to names in certain cases, but it doesn't even fit that case for some reason. I don't know why. Right, it does. I cannot find a tennis court here. She says there's a lot. But, oh, wait, there's one. There's finally, I found him. I found him now, Tan. I found him, Shazam. I found him. But it's not positioned right. Well, maybe it is. Okay, yeah. But they would have to go. Can you get through that school? I don't see him walking through a school, though. It's a school or a park. Unless they went around another way. There is another way around there. So it could just be. Why would they put her there, though? Unless if they're younger and they went to school there, I guess it would make sense. They know of it. But I keep seeing the car like in a bigger embankment. So they must have drove it, like either crashed it or something. Went on a joyride and crashed it or something. There's the creek. I mean, it's not dry, but I don't know why I'm seeing more of a dry creek or lots of rocks in like a creek bed. Okay, so there is a freeway that goes over the creek here, so that makes sense. Barlow Avenue. I'm wanting to do Angie. Over 10. Okay. Ferris. Okay, so yeah, well, I was thinking it was the 10 freeway. Was what I was picking up. I suck at getting names sometimes, and half the names I get fit the next case I'm gonna do. It's so frustrating. I was getting peach. Is there a peach road around here or something? I was seeing peaches. I don't know what that means, but dude, you're like falling off. You're falling off. Wait, you're falling off and you're stuck in the thing. Here. I can't handle you falling off. It just feels annoying. Sorry, baby. Don't you start in again, Neo. See, Comanche Park I've gotten before. I mean, I've gotten the name Comanche. Something like that. Hey, remember when I got Pecan? What reading was that? That was I don't remember. Oh, sorry, that's why I need to type up my readings because there's a Pecan Valley here, but I remember I got it. I am getting a headache. Where is this headache coming in at? I'm feeling like a weird, feeling in my mouth. I know that's why I need to type everything up. I know I got it though. There's a Pecan Valley Drive in this park. I just don't see. I mean, this park is really close to what we were talking about, but there's a Pecan Valley Drive and it goes. I'm trying to see if I feel anything at this park. I mean, it does look like I described, but It's weird. Over here at this Lions, I got kind of a sick feeling over there. There's a pool there. Remember I got pool? Is there a pool in the other place? There's 2 pools. Actually, and I don't know. Let's see, swimming pool. At the Lion swimming pool. And here is baseball fields. Soccer fields. See, one day I hope that we can put the map up here, but like the problem with that is like my camera wasn't working on that thing. So this Pecan Valley Drive is really, because I get stuff before anything ever happens. So that's kind of got me a little bit. And it's not that far from Martin Luther King Drive, but I see a swimming pool at this one. I see a swimming pool here, but I don't see there's a lake there. Remember I kept getting a lake last reading? And everybody told me there was no water. I wonder is Salinas the same as Salado? We're talking about Chrissy Powell from San Antonio. What else do they have at the community center? Remember I kept saying she could see lake? And everybody's like, no lakes. So the only thing that this place is missing, okay, the other place is missing a swimming pool, and this place is missing tennis courts. From what I can see. But you know what? I feel sick here. It could be for another reason, I guess, that happens. But you know, like when you get that. Yeah. Salinas, Salado is pretty, I don't know. You know, like you feel like you're going to throw up and you get like that feeling like, and you swallow. I keep getting that like weird swallowing feeling. But I don't see tennis courts here. And it's like almost like you walk through the tennis courts into the woods, and like if depending on which way you go, that's just the direction that she's giving me. I might have to run and get my charger. I don't know. And I'm getting super hot, but I turned off my fan. So, where at Lions Park? Because that's Pecan runs through there. Pecan Valley Road runs through there. Pecan Valley's on the other side. I swear I got Comanche a long time. And I feel I'm getting that taste in my mouth. I've never gotten that before. Almost like blood, kind of. I'm sorry. I've never gotten that before. But also today when I did a reading, I had severe stomach pain, like cramping and stuff. And it ended up being the cause of her passing it. So that part of me is changing, I think. Oh, is that where you went? I was saying I feel like almost like, I don't know how to explain it, like swallowing a metal taste in my mouth, weirdly. There's something about here, because it is by Pecan, and this does have the swimming pool, it does have the lake. I just don't see any tennis courts. I've been looking. That's the first time I've ever gotten tennis courts in a reading, so. But it was like an adamant thing. Like you walk through the tennis courts, you keep going into the woods. The woods are that way. The creek's on this side. So actually the other places make more sense. So why I'm feeling like this here, I'm actually getting a headache and everything, I don't know. Let's see, what's at this farm? Because I keep seeing peaches. It's a farmer's market. Probably buy peaches there. Pond Grove. And I was getting like a hospital or something too, and there's not one here unless she's talking about it. She passed it. Okay. I don't know. This area is really interesting to me. This is the east side, though. Is the east side bad, or you said the west side was bad? I'd like to know what the area is like. Like, you're gonna go somewhere that's familiar, probably. But I was thinking more outside of town would make more sense, but. You look at something. There is a Washington Street. Where is this at? That Alamo keeps popping up everywhere too. I got that a long time ago, and that keeps popping up everywhere and being a pool. This is. It's nowhere near woods, so that's kind of. Washington Courts. Washington Avenue. I don't know why I got that. Maybe it doesn't fit in this case. Unless it's something to do with them. It's possible. So it's very possible that it's something for them. See, Southside Lions Park is actually on Pecan Valley Drive. But it says it's closed, but I'm sure there's ways to get into the wooded area. but it doesn't have my tennis courts. I feel really sick here, though. But, I mean, that could be anybody, I guess, at that point. My stomach is hurting again. What the heck? I keep, like... Or they live on it or live by it or something. I don't know. Like, sometimes things can be connected to the people involved. But I feel so, like, all of a sudden now my stomach is hurting. I feel like, wait a second. Where am I? Here's some tennis courts. This makes more sense. I don't see it. Well, I mean, the school's not far away from here. There's tennis courts right here. D. Fossey Avenue. You walk through right to woods, and then there's a creek. And it's right by the freeway. By Barlow, which is weird. Lone Oak. Keep talking about that lone tree in Dillon. Now I'm wondering. And it's a park. D. Fossey Park. Oh my gosh, this would fit. What is over here? American Red Cross. Maybe that's the cross I'm seeing, and it's not a hospital. Because I kept seeing a cross. Wow. Okay, and it's right under the 10 freeway. That's by Bundy Road. I cannot believe that. And I've gotten that before. Well, I've been talking about Angie Barlow the last couple of days. It makes me wonder why. I mean, I'm going to work her case, but it's just... This is weird. Okay, so if you look up D. Fossey Avenue, Foste Avenue, Foste Ave. Like literally there's tennis courts right there that you would walk past and just go straight to the wood, and then there's the creek. And I don't know how the creek looks right now. I kept seeing rocks, like a more rocky, like if the water's low, I guess. But this doesn't look like it's too low, but I don't know. Depends. I don't know. Hey, stop it. Stop, you two. Does Salado mean anything in Spanish? Fab? Okay, yeah, my head's hurting here. And it's right by the freeway. Like the freeway literally goes right over the creek, the 10. That's gotta be, yeah, I'm not. It's super hot all of a sudden. And I'm getting a headache. This is very interesting to me, this place right here. And I keep getting that Alamo. The Alamo's right there. And that's not far from, okay. Because I was thinking I got like Salinas, but it's so close to that. I'm just wondering if I couldn't get Salado and they gave me Salinas. It's pretty close. Like, I don't know. It's weird. There's a Lone Oak Road right there. definitely feel something there. Let's see if I know someone with a dog out there. I wonder how far away they are. It wouldn't hurt to check it, that's for sure. Because we never know, right? We don't know unless we check it. We don't know unless we check it. It's just weird. It's by Bundy right there. Like, if that was by the road, why didn't they just tell me? Like, I could get that. I could get that one, that word. I have such a hard time with words. But this one, yeah, what does defosty mean? Does that mean anything, Fab? Or is that just a regular word? It seems like it would be a Spanish word. I don't know how far away this is from her. No, he can't. He's not in the light. I did not see him in the light when I did his reading. There's a Starbucks there. Do you guys think that's the star I kept seeing? It's kind of weird. I don't know. Spirit's so weird with symbols sometimes. You would think they'd show me coffee. Well, she did yesterday or the other day. She kept showing me something with like holding coffee and spilling it or something. It means salty. Huh. Weird. I think it's weird that there's random like tennis courts right there. It's just a tennis court and a basketball court, just randomly right there. And there's not really much else, but it's it's kind of in a neighborhood, it's just across from this neighborhood. I don't think it's gated though. It's weird. There's Lone Oak Road there. I don't know. And it's weird because I got an A. There's an Arsonist Ave that turns into Barlow. I'm getting like a major headache. See this is just like the bridge I saw. It goes right over the freaking water right there. I feel like I'm getting hit in the face all of a sudden. Okay, this has got to be the right area, or there's something here. Something. I'm not feeling good in this area at all. I mean, I imagine they checked all those areas close to home, probably, more than likely. Or on her way to work. And it's weird, like, I've tried to look outside of town, but for some reason, I feel like I'm going too far away from her when I keep going out of town. That would just make more sense, but shoot, I'm going to have to go quietly and get my charger. I will be right back. Oops, sorry, dog. If I move too fast, the dogs will bark. The ones in my room. Sorry, baby. A little bit longer. Come on, seriously. A little bit longer, babies, and we'll be out. Say the word again. Which word? Defaste? I probably am saying it completely wrong. Hello. You missed the reading. But maybe Time Patrol can check this area for me. Really need dogs, but I mean, it hasn't been that long, I guess. Is there more? See, my phone's gonna freaking die. I think there's more tennis courts over here. Well, my phone just pinned something on accident in that area. Are these basketball courts? What are these? Oh, those are basketball courts. There's 1 tennis court and 3 basketball courts. That is definitely a tennis court. I see the tennis thing. So there's another way to get through here. I'm sure. It's okay. I understand. And I was super late. I had an issue with the mic, and then I couldn't get the sound to work at all, and I was just super frustrated. It took me forever. I hooked it up, kept saying it was working, and everything was hooked up fine, but it wasn't working. It's like, your device is working fine. No, it's not. It's not working at all. So I had to undo everything so that I could use this, my normal thing. So I don't know how I'm going to set that up. I don't even know if it's going to set up. Maybe there's something wrong with the mic. I don't know. Oh, that's 90, not 10. But 10 is on the other side? What's over here? 8. I think there's another way in. I think you could actually pass through Martin Luther King Park and get there. But I feel more drawn to this place. It's more secluded. But basically everything is there. And I don't see the hospital, but the Red Cross thing is there. Pecan is in there somewhere. Artesia, I got an A. That's right there too. Clark. Hey, didn't I get Clark the other day? I did. I know I freaking did. I know I did. I think it's Clark. There's Clark Grocery. I know I got it in Dillon, I think. Yeah, but that's, I don't know. I know I did. I got it in Dillon. I remember getting that. No, I got Clark. Yeah, I know, but I saw the word Clark and I know I got that somewhere. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. I think I lost it. Where the fuck did it go? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Yeah, we got our charger for my computer, but it's the wrong charger. It's the voltage is too high, so I can only use it for short periods. I know the Alamo. Okay, so that's what I was tripping on because that word, I keep seeing that word too, and I don't know if it's gonna fit here at Dillon, but I keep seeing Alamo because there is an Alamo word, there is an Alamo in Dillon's, and there's one here. I see it here too. I got that word a long time ago. It's on my random list or something, or I can't remember where I got it at. It was a very long time ago. But, oh, now my battery is dying on my freaking gosh dang computer. Hold on. Okay, bye. Hold on. So that the day that everything happened, my TV also quit working. So stupid. So stupid. I mean, that could be what I saw with the star. I mean, it's possible. I don't know. This area is just very interesting to me because I actually don't feel really good here at all. This whole area I don't feel great about. I mean, it could be for lots of different reasons, but the weird thing is a lot is fitting here. Like the pecan thing is like really close. The school's right there. There's little just random just one random tennis court, and then you walk right through it and you hit the woods. Come here, Ginger. Come here. And there's the creek's there, and the creek runs under the bridge. Like I said, I feel like she could hear the cars on the bridge, is how the way it comes across. Ginger, come on. I'll put you get in the bed. What's wrong with you? Bark at me? You can get in there yourself. Yeah, so the A, there's an A word right there. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if this makes sense or not, but oh, yeah. Well, all there was static for a while anyways. Violet, stop, please. Okay, in a minute, baby. I kind of don't want to leave this area, so that tells me something. Like, I don't want to leave it. I need it checked. I need to cross it off, basically. Because if someone goes there and checks it and there's nothing there, then fine, we can move on to a different area. There's too much that's fitting this area, and I don't feel good here at all. Whether it makes sense or not, I mean, it might just be an area they know. I mean, does places ever make sense? Look where Karina was just found, literally next to a house for 5 years, which is the weirdest thing. So there's the hospital, but I don't see. Okay, so what's weird is the hospital does have Salado Creek Park behind it, and there's the baseball, but I don't see. I mean, I see the hospital there, but I don't see anything else really. But actually, the hospital is not far from this place at all. Not at all. I mean, on a map. It's probably further, obviously, not on a map. Because, like, I'm like, well, do I want to go outside of town? And I just... It doesn't feel right. I mean, the government state area is a little interesting to me just because it's behind a bunch of schools. But I mean, I don't see the tennis court feels important. So even if the area doesn't make sense, I mean, like I said, sometimes they don't make sense. And there's a lake not far from there. I kept seeing water the other night, and everybody kept telling me no water, but there is a water right there. So, freaking fly is driving me nuts. I mean, I do kind of have a headache here, but it's not. I just don't see tennis. Well, hang on. There is a high school there. But, okay, there is a high school there. But where is the... There's a high school, but there's not a tennis court. And there's a park. There's a park, but there's no... Oh, man, I am getting a headache right here, though. Okay. Okay, I'm getting a headache here, but I don't see a freaking... I don't know what the yellow would be for. I realize I got that, but I don't know what that would be. So that's the only other I mean, that place is interesting to me over here at by the hospital. But I mean, because I got a major headache when I came over here. I was here, but I could be feeling different things. I could be feeling... I mean, I don't know. There's a freaking hospital right there, but... Excuse me. I don't see a tennis court. My head hurts more here, but I don't see what I'm looking for. So, I don't know. That's kind of interesting, but... Amarillo. In Spanish is yellow, yeah. Sorry. I don't know. Those faces I see, I come back over here and I feel like blood in my mouth. Or my mouth keeps like what's that word? Like saliva. I get like a bunch of saliva that tastes like metal. Weirdly in that area we're talking about with the tennis courts. But I don't know. I do have a headache from over by the hospital, but that could be for different reasons. I mean, it could be for anything really. I don't know. I need that place checked before I can move on because I just don't want to leave it for some reason. There's too much around there, including the pecan and everything. The pecan word. So, I don't know. I just got a huge compliment on one of my comments for the Dylan Rounds one I posted today because Shazam put that together for me. And because we wanted to like show people, because it's like people aren't noticing that I picked up the suspect like 3 weeks before anything came out, like 2T. Yeah. And she was just saying I'm one of the most accurate ones. So it's really nice of her. I appreciate when people recognize that. And I hope I am, because I don't like being wrong, because when I'm wrong, it makes me look bad, and I don't like that. But I always give what Spirit gives. So actually, it's Spirit that's channel. But anyways, I think that's it. I think that would be the area. Just because I keep getting like that weird feeling in my mouth. Like, I guess you would feel if you something like you were shot or something. Which I would think it would be case. So in the Psychic Detectives one, they did kind of go out of town, like, and put her somewhere like in the middle of nowhere. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope she's like alive somewhere. I hope this is like just, I don't know why why the dream was what freaked me out, because it just freaked me out, the dream, because it was so real. It was like I was watching the news. And then when I did the reading today, I didn't expect to get anything that aligned with my dream, but it did. On which one? It's by Bundy Road. Figures. See, that family farm makes me wonder about the peaches, but the Pecan Valley, it's like I can't find it again. Oh no. Artesia is, where did it go? I know I'm in the right spot. I lost it. I took a picture of it, but I went from lions and now I'm like lost. Where did it go? Am I backwards or upside down or something? Yeah, like you said, emergency dental. There is an exit in front of emergency dental, so that's kind of weird. Because I keep seeing plus or an X or something like that, so that's weird. Why would that be an X? The building is shaped like an X. How weird is that? Okay. So, I think it's interesting. Pecan Valley's right there, dude. Like, for reals. For reals. So, and then there's the lake, like we were talking about. And everybody said, no, there's no water, because we were looking for a car and everything, and there probably wasn't. Now I cannot find the place that I was at. Okay, Comanche. I'm on the... I don't know where it is. I lost it. Okay, wait. There's Martin Luther King. And there's the golf course. Okay, I found it again. It's DeFosse Park. not Foster. Foste. F-D-A-F-O-S-T-E. Yeah. I know it's weird that it's right off of Bundy and Barlow, because I was just talking about Angie Barlow. I'm going to work her case. Please don't say you're going to go missing. Everybody tells me that. It's too much pressure. It's too much pressure. Don't say that. Well, Edna I've gotten before too, a very long time ago. But yeah, it's weird. Why would they name a Bundy? Why would they have a Bundy Street? And why wouldn't Spirit like show me him or something? Like that's easy. No, there's an Arsenos. Arenas. Arenasos. I don't know. It runs into Barlow. I was thinking that was my A. I really didn't get any much. It kind of sucks because I really didn't get any much more, like, I don't know. I was hoping I'd get more information, but they give me what's important, I guess, or what they feel is important. And sometimes they don't know everything that's around them. So I just think it's weird. There's just a random, that's got to be it, because it's just literally like a random tennis court right there. It's a tennis court and a basketball court. I mean, I don't think the only thing is the woods aren't big enough, like I see, and the creek's on the wrong side. That's what's kind of throwing me off. But you know, like I think she's in a more wooded area, like the other side. So if they could get to the other side, which I think they can. I don't know why I'm second guessing this one so much. What? What is? Yes, it is. Yet what? Yes, what is? I can't leave this park. So I mean, I'm not gonna be okay until it gets checked. But I mean, I could be totally wrong. I could be feeling something else. I'm just trying to put the pieces together, which is what you're supposed to do with readings, is you put the pieces together. Plain and simple. That's the best you can do. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Psychic Mediums, or like if you've watched Psychic Detectives, Psychic Investigators, Cincy Murder. And Cincy Murder gets way more. They get way more like information than I've ever seen. But Psychic Detectives and Psychic Investigators, they are basically, I mean, they basically just get clues at different times and put them together. That is by 10. There is a 10 there. Okay. Now I'm getting achy. There's something with this area. And it matches. I mean, it matches because the freeway's right there. The creek runs underneath it. The tennis court's right there. The woods right there. I mean, I saw the creek is more dry, but I don't know. The creek I see is more like rocky and stuff. So I don't know why she shows me like a rocky like creek bed, because this looks like it has water in it. I don't see any rocky creek beds around there. If you're from San Antonio, you know of a rocky creek bed, let me know where it's at, because that's where I'm just like, that part I'm not understanding. But I mean, everything's here. Like we're talking with the pool's on the other side. I mean, the pool is over here at Lyons. The lake is over at Lyons. Pecan Valley is over at Lyons. But then Martin Luther King has like the school, and then and over here is the tennis court. I mean, it also has a tennis court. So over here is another tennis court. But this tennis court makes more sense because you can walk through it and go to the woods. But the problem is that the creek seems too close. But for some reason, like, unless I went to the other side, which is very possible, she could just be showing me how to get to her. Like that she's really close to a tennis court, or that you would pass a tennis court, walk through a tennis court, whatever. Because I keep thinking, like, is there any place that they would take her? But then kind of that, like the outskirts, like there's this nature preserve and stuff like that would make more sense. But there's a few reasons maybe they didn't do that. Maybe they didn't want to go that far with her or something. But this doesn't have any of the, I mean, there's a high school right there, but I think it doesn't have like the tennis courts. It has a baseball courts, baseball places, football. Don't see tennis really. Pool. I mean, there's a high school in the middle of that one, so Bat Cave Road. Some of these roads I see and I'm just like, man, if they were by there, it would be easy. Tell me that word. So they were warning me about Roma people. I think then because my compassion gets the best of my hands. I'm so respectful to everyone and admire the beauty and culture differences they've put hearts. Yeah, that's true. Well, it's about basically personalities anyways. It's not about race, color, age, sex, anything like that. It is more about the personality and the lessons that someone comes here with. So I don't know. I think that's it. I'm pretty tired, and I don't know if that's the right area or not, but I would like to get it checked. And if I come up with anything else, if I have any more dreams, I'll let you guys know. The dreaming thing is new because I've never really gotten a lot of information in my dreams, but it seems like whenever I do get information in my dreams, that it's important information. And it usually ends up being right. So that's why I kept telling them to please check Waverly, because it was just it matched too well. And I have not heard anything about it. So that's what happens when no one listens. But, I mean, there are better places they could have put her. That's what makes me question it. But at the same time, it's like, again, look where, hold on a second. Look where Karina was. She's supposed to buy a house for 5 years. Now, this is weird. Okay, wait a second. This is a dry creek bed. I kind of randomly came on this. Oh, okay. Well, the problem with this is there's no... Okay, so this matches my creek bed thing that I just kind of found it. But there's nothing else like I saw, like tennis courts or anything like that. I don't think. But there is schools that could have tennis courts, I guess, but still. So Big Geronimo or San Geronimo Recharge Lake. Okay, it looks like it's completely... And I'm wondering because the way she kept showing me the lake, but it looks like it's completely like dry on the maps, and it's a completely dry bed with a bunch of rocks. So this area I'm interested in too. Like, we don't know unless we check, right? Because I feel certain things on a map it could be. I mean, never know. Red Wing is right there. That's weird. So there are schools out here. How far is this? Because that creek bed looks like I was seeing. And it's off of Culebria Road, which is, I think, what we talked about last night or the other night, huh? Huh. Wait a second. This is at Government Park. Wait. Hush for a second. Stupid dogs. Okay. Medina Lake is right there, but that's far. But anyways, I want to take a picture of this Bear Spring Branch. Where did I get Bear at? I got Bear recently. Dylan. Okay, I went too far that way. Because so here's the... It's a government state park. And here's the freaking dry creek bed. And this looks more like the creek bed I was seeing. So that right there, it makes me go, huh? Because... But then again, there's no... I'll show you guys. I'll try to show you up here. No, I got Bear and Dylan. The last one I did, I think. So see this dry creek bed? See all the rocks and stuff? That is a dry creek. Well, it's a dry river because it actually was going to San Geronimo Recharge Lake. And it is dry. It is a dry, and the freeway goes over it, and it goes down. Her car could be, I mean, it's an embankment-like thing, and it could be like that. I mean, this area, I'm interested in because that damn dry creek bed. So those two areas I would need checked because there's two high schools right there. And I mean, like I said, she could be giving two different areas, one for her car, one for her, but I do keep seeing the dry creek beds. It's really, this area has really got me like, huh? Because it's just like I saw all the rocks and everything. See all the rocks. It's just like I saw. So, yep. And it's heavily wooded. I don't know what it's like as far as like people being around there and not, but there's a bridge and there's a couple high schools there. This is at Government. Okay, this is San Geronimo Recharge Lake. All the places are called Geronimo around there. Basically. My dogs are wondering. Starlight Homes. Let's see. I can't see. It's elementary schools. There's a bunch of elementary schools there. And it all backs up to this scenic overlook. Yeah. So San Geronimo. That creek bed has really got me. A river bed or whatever it is. It's just, I mean, there might be more like that. I just kind of went that way. I keep going back to the Government Canyon State Park, or natural area. So for both of those places, has got what I'm seeing, but kind of separate. Because I kept getting like a dry creek bed. So I don't know why. Because obviously unless anybody knows of where there's a dry creek bed, like you walk through a tennis court and you get to a dry creek bed in the woods and stuff. Unless anybody knows where that is, from San Antonio, that would be helpful. So, I mean, I don't know. I know a couple people in San Antonio, so hopefully. And I know someone that also has a dog. I'm hoping maybe I can get her to check it out if it's not too far. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get my dogs out and do all that stuff. I just wanted to make sure I came on tonight and did this, show you guys, tell you about my dream and stuff. Even though it's raining, the dogs were like, I'm not going out in this crap. It's like pouring and it quit thunder and lightning. I was having crazy lightning shows. It was going horizontal across the sky right over me. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen as much lightning and crazy lightning since when I moved out here. Oh, you've seen every episode, Shazam? Of which one? Of psychic detectives or psychic investigators, or Cincy Murder? Cincy Murder, I've seen every episode a few times. I think I've probably seen every episode of the other ones, but I think that's why I watch different things, because Spirit can use it to reference things to me, to be like, it's like this case, and I like when they do that. Well, Psychic Detectives and Psychic Investigators are two different shows. But I like when they do that, because it gives me more of an idea of what happened. And I hope this is wrong. I would like to be wrong about this, but the dream and then the way it came in, I'm just like, oh, okay, So, anyways, I think that's it. Thanks for hanging out with me, being patient with me over the microphone. I don't know if I'm going to get it fixed, because I did everything it said to do. It said it was working fine, and it was not working. So I have no idea. I get very frustrated with that stuff. I am not technological. That's why I like to do things easy and simple. So I'm not technologically inclined. Anyways, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I will see you again soon. Soon. We have a lot more to work on. And Pateron, I've got to get something up for that. Membership, I got to get something up for that. So members, I don't know. I might just have like a get to know you, pull some cards or something. Do something cool. I don't know. Trying to get on here. I get so tired. I'm so tired during the day. But working on it. Thanks, guys, for being patient with me. Appreciate you.